6 suspects will appear in a Durban court tomorrow in connection with the murders of Keenan aka Forbes and celebrity chef Tebelo Tibbs Motswane. They were gunned down at a restaurant just over a year ago. 2 of the suspects were arrested in Eswatini over the weekend and have still to be extradited to South Africa. For more on the story, we're now joined by Eswatini government spokesperson Alpheos Nxumalo. Mr. Nxumalo, thank you so much for your time this morning. So can you briefly just talk to us about, these arrests? We know, of course, that in South Africa, they took a space of over 10 months in terms of arresting some of these suspects. Just talk to us about the circumstances surrounding the suspects, particularly in Eswatini.
Thank you very much, Unati, for the opportunity to engage on this matter. However, as you may know, that the details yet are already before court, which means our comments are now restricted to the parameters of the court process. However, the suspects that were arrested here were as a result of South African police indicating to their counterparty to Eswatini that they have suspects that they believe are hiding in the country. And our Eswatini police then took to their heels to investigate. And in the process of the investigation, yes, these 2 suspects were arrested and are expected to appear in court on Monday. And then the court will hear from there as to what is the process taking forward. As for the speed in which they were arrested, it was as a result of our police hard work, indeed. And you may know that the cooperation between the South African police and the Eswatini police have always been mutual and reciprocated on a number of investigations that are unfolding. And this is one of the breakthroughs we are proud to do for a member of the police service to make a breakthrough in a very short space of time.
Now, one of the things that we heard during that press conference by a top policeman yesterday in KwaZulu-Natal was how this particular crime was orchestrated by these 6 who are now behind bars, and of course 2 in Eswatini. The police did not rule out that 1 more suspect may be out there. Any questions in terms of how investigations are going there in terms of finding more people that are responsible for this murder?
Our police officers are going to collaborate and continue to assist as information comes in and as request is presented to them by the South African Police Service. However, Lieutenant General Mkonazi of KwaZulu-Natal indicated clearly that yes, they were been wanting these people for 3 cases: murder, attempted murder, possession of arms, and conspiracy to murder. So we are not in this side of Eswatini in a position to know exactly if these 2 that are arrested are directly linked to the murder of Aka and his friend and the rest. That is only within the province of the South African police to know exactly as to why these 2 that are arrested this side are wanted also in the province of KwaZulu-Natal. Are they directly implicated in the matter of these 2, or they're part of the conspiracy of the matter of the 2, or whatsoever the case may be? All that we want we know at this stage is that these are persons of wanted in the Republic of South Africa, and we are going to cooperate to hand them over when the due process has been finalized.
I appreciate, as you said, that this matter, of course, is before the courts and you are very limited in terms of what you can say to us. But just on your point in terms of the strong relationship that you have with South Africa, maybe talk to us about, the extradition process. You mentioned, of course, that these 2 suspects will appear in court tomorrow. How will the extradition process, take form?
It's usually the South African police that will make an application to court to request the court to release the suspects to their hands and to their custody. Then when the court finds it and deems it necessary and fit that they should be released and be handed over to the South African police services, that shall be done. So it's all now the ball literally in the court of the South African police service.
Just another question from me, of course, because as I said earlier, I mean, this is a huge case for South Africa, particularly for the South African Police Service, who have then managed to make these arrests. I mean, during that briefing, and we heard from Commissioner Mkhwanazi that several vehicles were, found in possession of the suspects, and several firearms were also, confiscated. Just talk to us in terms of the circumstances of this particular arrest. What was found in possession of these suspects? Can you talk to us about those details?
Yes, what has been found have not been made public yet, but all the exhibit that has been collected where the suspects were arrested were all duly handed to the court, and we are definitely sure that by the time they appear in court, all what was found in their surroundings and when they were arrested shall then be made known to the public.
Can you talk to us, Mr. Nxumalo, as we conclude, how long these suspects were in Eswatini?
We really don't have an idea yet as to how long they've been hiding here. But according to the request that was forwarded by the South African Police Service to our National Service of the Police, it does look like it has been more or less or 10 months. So we are looking forward to know all those details, because they will definitely be coming out on Monday as to how long they've been hiding here. We are only suspecting at this stage that they may have probably spent close to 10 or less months in the Kingdom of Eswatini.
I suppose most of those details will then transpire, during these court processes. But Mr. Nxumalo, thank you so much for your time.